Hello everyone, this is Andrew from Crown Academy of English. Today's lesson is about the word should. So should is a modal verb. So here is the pronunciation. Should. And in this lesson you will learn the form and the different uses and meanings. So the meanings are to describe what is ideal, desired, or preferred, to give advice or make a suggestion, to describe what is likely to happen in the future, to say thank you. Okay, so let's start with the form. So the form is subject, followed by should, followed by the base form of the verb. So let's look at an example with the verb go. So here we are. I should go, you should go, etc. So it's very easy. Should never changes the spelling, and it is always the base form of the verb. It's only the subject that changes. The negative. The full form is subject, followed by should not, followed by the base form. Example: I should not go, you should not go, he should not go, etc. And the contracted form, should not becomes shouldn't. Shouldn't. So we have an N apostrophe T. I shouldn't go, you shouldn't go, he shouldn't go, etc. The question form. So we change the order. We now have should, followed by the subject, followed by the base form. And we write a question mark at the end of the question. Should I go? Should you go? Should he go? Etc. So now let's look at the use and meaning. To describe what is ideal, desired, or preferred. So we use should to describe the situation that we think is ideal or preferred. So example. The context of the example is the sales tax is 25%. So Mark says, the government should reduce the sales tax. It's too high. So the government should reduce. So Mark is describing the situation that he prefers, that he thinks is ideal. Okay, so it's almost like a suggestion for the government. Okay. Context. There are 50 prisons, but they are all full. So Jane says, I think that there should be more prisons. I think that there should be more prisons. Okay. So instead of saying there are prisons, we are saying that there should be more prisons. There should be. Okay? So here Jane is saying, describing the situation that she thinks is preferred or ideal. More prisons. The existence of more prisons. Okay? this is the most common use of should. This is very common. To give advice or to make a suggestion. Okay, so we use should to give advice to someone or to make a suggestion to someone. So an example, Mark says, I'm exhausted. So exhausted means I am very tired. So Jane says, you should go to bed. You should go to bed. So Jane is giving Mark advice, and the advice is go to bed. Okay, you should go to bed. This is the advice. And Sarah says, I feel ill. And David replies, you should go to the doctor. You should go to the doctor. So again, this is the advice. Go to the doctor. Okay. David is giving Sarah some advice. And Mark says, I really don't like my boss. And Jane says, you should look for another job. You should look for another job. Okay, so Jane's advice is look for another job. Okay, so this is very common. We say to someone, you should do this. You should do that. You should have a rest. You should work harder. You should study. So to give advice. And we also use should in the question form to suggest something that we aren't sure about. So Mark says, let's go to the concert. And then Jane says, should we invite Sarah and David? Should we invite Sarah and David? So Mark says, yes, good idea. So in the question form, Jane is making a suggestion, but she's not very sure, so she's checking with Mark. Should we invite Sarah and David? Sarah says, are you cold? Should I turn the heating on? David replies, no, I'm fine. So should I turn the heating on is a suggestion. Okay? To describe what is likely to happen in the future. So the manager asks, where is Mark? He's late. And Jane replies, he should be here in 5 minutes. He should be here in 5 minutes. So Jane is saying that it is likely that Mark will be here in 5 minutes. Likely, this means it is highly probable. It is very probable. There's a big chance that it will happen. So Jane is saying, Mark, it is highly probable that he will be here in 5 minutes. So it's almost like a prediction. He should be here in 5 minutes. It's a prediction. Mark says, the weather should be nice tomorrow. Let's go to the beach. Okay, so the weather should be nice tomorrow. It means it is very likely that the weather will be nice tomorrow. Sarah says, I'm hungry. When will dinner be ready? David replies, it should be ready soon. So the meal or dinner will be ready soon, or it's very likely. Okay, so should to describe what is likely to happen in the future. This is also very common. Okay. Now this is an expression to say thank you. So it's quite an interesting expression. That's why I added it. So the expression is you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. And we often say you shouldn't have when someone gives us a gift. So this is spoken English. And it means, thank you. It wasn't necessary to buy me a gift. Okay, so we say this when we're a little bit embarrassed, perhaps, that someone bought us a gift. When we're very surprised and we think that it wasn't necessary. And it's a nice way of saying thank you. So Mark says, I got you some perfume from Paris. And Jane says, oh Mark, you shouldn't have. Oh, you shouldn't have. So Jane is saying thank you. It wasn't necessary to buy me a gift. Okay, so this is something you often hear this at maybe Christmas time or on people's birthdays when they receive a gift. You shouldn't have. Okay, so there we are. That's the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check our website for more lessons and courses for the IELTS and private lessons and speaking practice. Okay? And here are some other lessons which I think you'll be interested in.